Well, folks, it was simply only a matter of time that digital records get digitally stolen, digitally distributed, digitally. It's always a matter of cops and robbers, the same old story. If one person puts, digital stuff out there and then they put security levels that nobody can get past, and then all of a sudden, guess what? The robbers get ahead of it. They get smarter. And then they go, okay, well, we should put security measures in there. And then the robbers get smarter and they figure a way around. Why do you think you keep having security update after security update on your phone or on your computer? It happens constantly. Why? Because it's a never-ending cycle. And they've kind of made theft of data pretty much easier than it has been, where you at least had to physically go get it, right? The stuff you were trying to steal. Well, guess what? We are all in potentially seriously hot water, and there's questions I have that I'm sure that are not being asked by the general public, and I think we need to think about them because it does affect everybody, and I'm not trying to be hyperbolic. Let's take a look at this article, and then you tell me what you think. Type your comments in the comments section down below. Whoops. That's actually from a Bible devotion that I do. That's a new song. How about I go to the news part? Let's do that. There we go. That was a reggae version of Psalm 55, in case you're wondering. So you can go to Everyday Outreach. I promise it was an accident. Anyway, so here we go. News article. This is just happening by Joel Abbott. I just read this. It's recent. Hackers may have stolen the social security numbers of every single American and dumped nearly 3 billion records onto the internet. Here's part of the article. You have to put your social security number on everything these days for security. Well, guess what? Breaking. Hackers may have stolen the social security numbers of every American from the national public data, around 2.9 billion records. About 4 months after the notorious hacking group claimed to have stolen an extraordinary amount of sensitive data for personal information from a major data broker, a member of the group has reported released most of it for free online. Here you go. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Any chance that they are ethical hackers looking to send us money? I don't even know what's going on there. I was going to X. No. The breach, which includes social security numbers and other sensitive data, could power a raft of identity theft. Oh, there's Nana. She's my dog. Nana, I'm upset about it too. We'll see what happens. It says here, Teresa Murray, Consumer Watchdog Director for the U.S. Public Identity Information Research Group. Scrolling down here, the information consists of about 2.7 billion records, of which includes a person's full name, address, date of birth, social security number, phone number, along with alternative names and birth dates. Felice claimed. Now, let me ask you a question. Here's the basic stuff. So, if your most intimate personal data is now pretty much accessible by a lot of people, does that make life better or worse? And here's the other part to that question. So, if your social security number, which is kind of like the ultimate lock and key mechanism so that people don't, take out loans in your name. That might be a good one because crooks do it all the time. If they have your social security number and enough data on you, they can take out loans in your name and then just default. They can actually change the ownership of your homes and property. Yeah. They can do that. And in the society that we live in now, guys, everything banking-wise is all automated. Once you're in the system, then guess what? Who are you going to fight with? You're going to call the automated system and go, hey, I didn't take this loan out. Well, it's your name and your signature. Yeah, I know, but I didn't do it. Well, how do we know that you didn't do it? The automated system, who are you going to argue with? Now, if you're one person, I could say, okay, well, maybe there are mechanisms in place for, some kind of grievance to be aired. Now, what if it's 10,000 people making these grievances, or 100,000 people, or 5 million people saying, I didn't buy that, or no, this is my house, or you can't kick me out because I've been paying on this thing for 30 years and it's my home. So I want to hear your thoughts, because truthfully, I think this is new water. I think we're in uncharted waters. It was only a matter of time, because everything that is encrypted eventually becomes unencrypted, right? That's just how it is. You got the security here, crooks figure a way around it. They build up the security here, or maybe even go there, and then crooks figure out a way around it. So, question for you. If this data is all out there and everyone is equally unsafe in terms of security of your social security number, is that good? Because I don't think so. Now, here's part of the thing that I think that a lot of people are not considering in this conversation. I haven't heard peep, number one, out of our leadership. The Washington folk, they got their hands busy right now, don't they? They're trying to win an election. And I haven't heard anything about this other than 3-4 stories that are not the main information hubs. But you would think that this would be one of the biggest stories in all of history, because of the potential impact that it could have on literal millions. Not hyperbolic, but literal millions. So, ladies and gentlemen, is this the kind of thing where every single human should be on the phone saying, enough with the election season right now. We really need to find out, am I going to have to be worried whether my stuff, my house, my property, my things, my name have been compromised? And here's the big question. What is your plan to do about it? Number one. And number two, how are you going to stop it from ever happening again? Because this is the kind of thing that could bring down the entire financial system. Did you hear that part? If all of a sudden, let's just say, hackers steal stuff, names get out there, data gets breached, and all of a sudden you have 10 million people who now have the ownership of their homes has switched overnight. They're out on the street, or they've lost their retirements, or whatever big economic thing you can think of. If all that happens all at once, the system is gone. So again, my question, and what should your question be? How does this never happen again, and what are you doing for our safety? How are you going to stop it from going any further, and how do you protect us from it never happening again? This has nothing to do with politics. It has everything to do with leadership. If you've got an R in front of your name, you should be concerned. If you have a D in front of your name, you should be equally concerned. Ask questions. It's coming to a theater near you, folks. Have an awesome and blessed day.